Welcome everyone to the chat, welcome everyone to the platform. And you see right about now, I've not called Uncle. Okay. Blessings to everyone who is in the chat. A very good day. What is this? I have to put this one here. And today we are discussing tumors. Today we are discussing tumors. Today we are discussing tumors, malignant and benign tumors. So if you are in the house, sorry, I'm taking care of 1, 2, 3 things here. Yes, that is it. Now, if you are in the house, today we are discussing benign and malignant tumors. And we started cancer, and then cancer became a big topic. So people advised me to start with what is very common, which was Stanford 8824 King Louis. welcome to the platform. Stanford, if you are new, you can hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to do what? Don't forget to subscribe, my guys. Don't forget to subscribe. So today we are talking about cancer, and we're talking about several things like tumors that are malignant and tumors that are benign. When I'm talking about tumors that are malignant and tumors that are benign, I'm talking about those that can spread through the body, and those ones that do not spread. Remember, we had started our topic on cancer, and when we started our topic on cancer, many requests came, and the ladies were so concerned. And they said that we talk about malignant and benign tumors. No, breast cancer. So I had to project and come back to the breast cancer. But today, we want to differentiate. There are some cancers that don't spread, but there are some cancers that are spreading. So there is a difference between cancer that is spreading and cancer that is not spreading. And you saw, according to the staging and the way we saw how we graded the breast cancer. It is not different from what we are going to see, but we are going to see several things. So if you are here, you are new, you are looking at me here, and they are saying that, this is the platform. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit, your likes are needed. And if you are a new person, please, questions are needed. We talk about cancer medical issues here. I can see at Jamaican Uncle. Greetings to you, Dr. Benjamin. Greetings to you, Jamaican Uncle. Right about now, you're hit here, and I'm seeing you're here. Big man, big up yourself every time. Thanks for tuning in the chat. So today we are going to differentiate. Between malignant cancers and benign cancers. Remember, we had moved a bit away a bit. Bibi Shosh, hello Bibi Shosh. I can see you in the house. I can see Bibi Shosh in the house. Bibi Shosh, welcome in the house. Feel free, sit anywhere. Your seat is there. Welcome. And those that are coming in, remember, the like button is free. If you are new, please, you can tell us which country or where you are coming from, which country or which state you are coming from. Here we talk about medical issues, we discuss problems medical, and we sort out issues that are medical. So check out, if you are new in the platform, Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like button is always there for you, my guy. The like button is there for you to give me the pressure to go on and go on and go on. So the ones that have tuned in, please, if you have tuned in, you can chat. Give me a chat in the inbox, say that I'm here today, and it will be, we will continue to grow together. Now, let's see the difference between benign cancers and malignant cancers. You see, we talk about cancer starts from the cell. Cancer starts from the cell. That is the first point that we saw. Cancer starts from the cell, from the cellular level, and it grows and grows up to a tissue level. Tissues and organs are bigger than a cell. So it starts from a very small thing, and then it grows to a very big thing. That is how cancer does. And what is that small thing that cancer starts from? It starts from mutation of your DNA, from the nucleus of the cell. Nucleus is where in the cell there is a nucleus, and in the nucleus is where cancer starts from. And you know, cancer starts as a mutation from the cell, and then it starts to make your tissues to be something else, and then it affects the organ. Now, today what I'm going to discuss, which is so important, and if we find any chance, we will talk about prostate cancer, because we have just been talking about something like breast cancer. So at cellular level, the difference between benign and malignant tumors come down to how the cell behave, grow, and interact with the surrounding tissue. Malignant is those cells that, malignant cancer are those cells that spread. Those cells that spread, malignancy, the potential to spread from a place to a place. But benign are those that don't have a potential to spread. They are just there. You have the cancer, but it's just there. It does not spread. You see? So that is the difference. So here we say, listen to that again. Listen to that again. Continue. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes as you come in. I want you to listen to this. At cellular level, the difference between benign and malignant tumors at the cell. I can see Simpoket in the house. Hello, Dr. Simpoket. Hi. Welcome to the talk. Today, Miss Marie, my daughter is here. And I'm so proud of her. Of what she's doing out there, and doing great. Now, greetings, Benjamin. Yes. At cellular levels, at cell, I want to read this again, and I want to read and repeat it again. At cellular level, the difference between benign and malignant tumors come down to how the cell behave. The difference between at the cell itself. When you have breast cancer or any other type of cancer, it started from the cell. So the difference between how it spreads and how it does not spread, and that's why we say the difference between malignancy and benign is how the cells that are mutated, the cells that bring cancer, the cancerous cells, the difference is how they grow, interact with the surrounding. You see, that is the difference, how they grow and how they interact with the surrounding. Because as they grow, they start making the other cells mutate, and it goes through. You saw how when we were talking about breast cancer, how it goes into the next cell. You get? So cell growth and division is the most important thing. How does the cell grow and divide? You see, so when we are talking about the benign cancers, and if you're not understanding, please ask that question. If you are not getting it, ask that question. It is very important for everyone to understand what I'm saying. If you want to understand why does this cancer heal and why does this cancer, the other cancer, don't heal. So let's talk about why some cancers spread and why some cancers don't spread. Why some cancers spread and why some cancers don't spread, or why some cancers are heal faster and why some cancers don't heal faster. So we're talking about malignant and non-malignant cancers. I missed something. Yes, my sister, my little girl, I missed something. What did you miss? Say it. What did you miss? We have just started, and if you need me to paraphrase on something, I'm here. Malignant, today we are talking about malignant tumors and benign tumors. Malignant tumors are those tumors, cancers that spread through your body, and benign never sleeps. You seem like a nice person. Yes, never sleeps. I'm a nice person. Yeah, thanks for tuning in the session. Never sleeps. Where are you from? Which country are you from? You can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We talk about medical issues and advices, where we advise each other. You understand? So, we're United States. Wow, that's nice. Welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform. Never sleeps. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, my friend. Never sleep. Subscribe. Let's interact. But we have a very good session that comes at times in the evening that is called a feel good evening. And you see, when we feel good evening, what we do is we feel good evening. Mental health is like feeling good evening. Now we continue. Never sleeps from United States. Welcome to the channel, Miss Marie. What we say is malignant tumors are those that spread, and those that does not spread, they are called benign tumors. And that's why today we want to get to know the difference between the cancers that spread and the cancers that does not spread. So stay strong to the channel, stay tight as we go on. Humble Marcia Lifestyle, I see you from inside the channel. Welcome to the channel. Be comfortable to ask any question that you may need, any question that you may need, and we will help each other in the talks here as we continue. So we are continuing. I'm saying we have two types of cancers. We have malignant tumors and we have benign tumors. Malignant tumors are those that spread, and benign tumors are those that does not spread. So cell division, we have said, get this straight. I think Miss Marie, you are okay with there. Which cancers do not spread? They are called benign. Benign tumors do not spread. They are just there, and we will see. But there is a sentence here that I want you to listen. At the cellular level, cancer starts from the cell level. The difference between benign and malignant, the difference, what we're saying is the difference between the cells that does not spread and the cells that spread comes down to how the cell itself behaves. And how does the cell behave? How it grows, how it interacts with the surrounding tissues, how the cell interacts with the surrounding tissues. So you personally, who you are there, you have seen some cancers that heal and some cancers that does not heal. Margie in the house. Yes, Margie, welcome to the platform. I can see you there. Today we are talking about malignancy and benign tumors. So malignant are those tumors that do not spread, and benign tumors are those tumors that spread. So cell growth and division. Let's talk about, there are some things that differentiate cancers that move around, spread, and cancer that do not move around and spread. So if you are having a question, it is very important you ask that question so that we will see how we are going. So cell growth and division. So cell growth and division, there is a difference between benign tumors and malignant tumors. And then we have the cell appearance. These are the characteristics of the problems that are of tumors that divide and tumors that do not divide. Yes. And then we have yes, come in. And then we have yes, nani kuja niambie nani
Katoto kalikuwa kameanguka,
yes,
mamake anasema ni kama foreign body
kwa macho. Sawa, nakuja kuangalia. Chukua vitals kwanza. Okay, sawa, mlete hapa, ona, mlete hapa ni mwenye hapa. So we continue with the topic. Sorry for that distraction. You see, there are some characteristics that show malignancy and non-malignancy. You see, one is cell division, how the cell divides. Second is cell appearance. How does that cell appear? You see, and then we have genetic stability. How is the genetic stability? The stability, I can see Kingre and Susan Mwenda in the house. Mwende, so welcome so much. We are dealing with malignant tumors and benign tumors. Just a minute, I will be back. A minute, I will be back. What happened? You were playing and then you fell down. Oh, and you are close to moving around, nothing moving. You feel that yes. Yes. Guys, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm back just right within a minute. Right within a minute, I'm taking care of something, but I'll be back. I can see people are here. Miss Marie, Barbara is here. Judy, Simple Kate. I want you to define, give me the differences between malignancy and benign. Well, I started by saying it, but I want you to give me the difference between benign tumors and malignant tumors. Right about now, is Njenga is here. Hi, I'm coming. Be careful with antibiotics. Now, I'm here. We can continue right about now. Barbara, hi. I can see you there. Now, today we are talking about the difference between benign tumors and malignant tumors. Benign tumors and malignant tumors. I've said benign tumors are those that spread, and benign tumors are those that don't spread. Coffee cakes. Yeah, coffee cakes. I'm seeing you there. So I've said malignant tumors are those that spread. Benign tumors are those that don't spread. But we have some characteristics like division, cell division. We have cell appearance and genetic stability. Hi Doka, hi Barbara. I'm seeing you there. Today we are talking about malignancy, benign and malignancy. Inversion spread. Inversion means how they get into and spread. And then we have apoptosis. These I'm naming characteristics. Apoptosis means programmed cell death, because you cannot live with cells for so long that are just living. They will mutate and they will not be okay. And then we have something called blood supply, angiogenesis. I've talked about angiogenesis for so long. Angiogenesis. Greetings to you, Barbara. Hey, welcome. Angiogenesis is limiting how they form the blood vessels, and then they get more nutrients and oxygen. The cells themselves, the cells that are cancerous. Metabolism, normal metabolism and overall metabolism. Altered metabolism. It is called Warburg effect. Those are the characteristics that we are going to talk today. Now, welcome. Let me welcome the people in class. They say in class, let me welcome the people here. Now, it's not feel good. It's not feel good evening. It's learning. If I start feel good evening, we will start laughing. Let's do what is important now. Miss Marie Simpoket, welcome everyone. Never Sleeps, we have new friend who is called Never Sleeps. Welcome to the platform. Bibi Shosh, Barbara's World, Judy, Jamaican uncle as usual, your emperor, you are here. It's Njenga and everyone else. Susan Mwende, Susan Love. When Mwende is a Kamba, a language in Kamba, but when you want to call Susan in English, you say Susan Love. Susan Love, welcome to the platform. And we continue with Humble Marcia, Marjay B, and everyone else, Sinford, everyone else that is in the platform. So we continue and say this. Let's go deep into cell division and growth. Growth rate. Benign tumor cells grow slowly. Benign that do not spread. They grow slowly compared to the malignant ones. They go slowly compared to the rate of division is slow. Cells multiply by mitosis, dividing itself into two, is slow. Can spend more time in the resting phase, the resting phase, before they divide. Tumor enlargement may take months to years. You see, the rate of growth is very slow. And then controlled division, cell division. Cell division in tumors that don't spread, they are called benign tumor, is regulated by normal cell mechanism. You know how your cells grow and divide. The tumors that don't spread, they are controlled by the normal way your cell go on. There is something called the G1S, G2 phase in M phase that makes the DNA the DNA to interact normally, to divide the cell to divide normally, and that is the benign tumors, the cancers that are benign that do not spread. It is giving them the normal growth division. You get tumor suppressor gene still function. There is something called tumor suppressor gene in your body. You don't, because you have that thing called tumor suppressor gene. I can see new people watching and you have not subscribed. Please subscribe for this so that you can be getting some good content. And even if you are in class, and like double tap, more likes, more gains, more likes, more gains, more gains. So there is something that your body has that is called tumor suppressor gene. It is called P53. This thing, everyone has it, and it's the one which makes you not to get cancers. It suppresses your body from getting some cancers. And you see, if it is suppressing your body from getting some cancers, you will get something that is let me talk about this before I go fast. So there is something called retinoblastoma protein, RB, in your eyes. It stops a tumor from growing. It kills cancer cells. P53 controls cell apoptosis and kills cancer cells. If you have a question, it's open. It's open. You can answer you can ask any question. So today we are talking about characteristics of benign tumors and those tumors that don't spread and those that spread. So response to growth, when it comes to growth rate, I've talked about growth rate. It is controlled cell division. It is like your body now taking the normal function. And then we have tumor suppressor genes that like P53 and RB that are controlling the body normally. And then we have response to growth signals. Response to growth signals is normal, dependence on growth factor. They require growth factors. So those growth factors are normal. Without these signals, cell division slows or stops. You get? Benign tumors cause response normal to external signals. Normally, they respond normal. Contact inhibition, all those, very important. Please look around every time that is new in this live stream and sub to once. Okay, Uncle is saying, please look around every that is new in this live stream and sub to anyone who did not, and send a message to them, including me, within 24 hours. Yes, very important. If you see you have not subbed to anyone, please sub and leave a message within 24 hours. We'll be back to you. That is Jamaican uncle saying, and it is very important. Now we go to density dependence growth. Benign tumor cells obeys density rules. Benign tumors, as the tumor grows, nutrients become limited. Cell signals suppress further growth. So you see, let me explain to this. The density dependence on growth. When you are your body is normal, the signaling system of saying that this cell has lived a long time, it should die so that it cannot mutate, it goes normally. And here they are saying cell signaling further growth suppresses further growth, so it dies so that it cannot mutate. A cell lives between 120 days to 110 days. After that, it will start mutating and becoming something else. So there is something that is called cell signaling, and it brings enzymes like the hormones like P53 that starts the process of killing the cells that have lived for long, to avoid the body from getting mutation. So ability to stop growth. The ability to stop growth, and like malignant tumors, often they grow and grow and grow and grow, and they live even even more than 240 days. They can live even 1 year. Yeah, but benign tumors, the ability to grow slows down and they stop. Reduce blood supply, increase cell division, inhibition. You see, low mitotic activity. All this is talking about how cell divide. These are benign tumors. Wall differentiation cells. If you look at a benign tumor, you can mistake it at the microscope. You can mistake it as a normal cell because well differentiated like a normal cell. Encapsulated, many benign tumors are surrounded by fibrous capsule. So because they are not spreading, you will find that they are surrounded by. How often should we get tested to look for tumors? Oh, Never Sleeps is asking a question. Never Sleeps, do you have a channel? Do you have a channel? Or okay. Never Sleeps is asking, how often do we get tested to look for tumors? General testing, you can do it within 1 year for a woman or a mom, because if your family line you got if you check at our previous talks, you will see if in your family genetic line there are some people that have these problems. You can do it here if you are okay and if you don't have any problem. That is Never Sleeps has asked from UK. He said from US. Yes. Generally, yearly is okay. But when you're recovering, it is better you do 3 to 6 months. If you have an attack, or maybe you had stage 0 or stage 1 and you recovered, it is better to do it within 3 months. That is it. I think I've answered that correctly. The point that I was putting, the first point was about the spreading, the spreading of growth rate, how cancer cells grow. So we have another one, which is the second point, malignant tumor. Malignant tumor grow rapidly and uncontrollably. Those they grow, they suppress even the gene that starts the suppressing the apoptosis. They grow rapidly, lose normal regulation of the cell. They lose normal regulation of the cell. They ignore signaling that normally stops the growth. They ignore the signaling. You see, the signaling that is started by the gene P53, they ignore. So they continue growing so fast. Those are malignant. But you've seen the benign one, the one that does not grow, they obey the signaling. They obey the signaling. Often linked to mutations in genes, like there are some genes that give mutations, like proto-oncogene becomes oncogenes. Proto-oncogenes don't spread faster, but when they become oncogene, they spread faster. Tumor suppressor gene like TP53 and P53, tumor suppressor genes like TP53, they ignore it. They continue to live because tumor suppressor gene in your body, it stops a cell from living beyond the days that they should live. So malignant tumors, what do? They live beyond the days and they mutate and they go further and further. Cell appearance, how does this cell appear? Cell looks very similar to the normal. When it is benign, it looks very normal. And you can feel, if you look at it at the microscope, you will see it's like the normal cell that you have in the body. Well-maintained structure and function. It does everything as the normal cell. But the other malignant tumor cells are poorly differentiated and undifferentiated. Differentiation, you understand, is when I'm saying about differentiation, I'm talking about the ability of a cell. Dr. Benjamin, weak. Dr. Benjamin, wagwan. Smile in the city, wagwan. I can see you there, smile in the city, wagwan. Okay, see you. Welcome to the chat, Smiler. If you have a question today, we are talking about benign and malignant tumors. Benign and malignant tumors. Tumors that spread and tumors that do not spread. That is what we are talking about, my guys. Tumors that spread and tumors that cannot spread. So we have seen that we have cell appearance. These tumors these tumors that are benign, cells look similar to those that are of your body that are normal, well differentiated. And I've said, when I'm saying well, they are well differentiated, they do the job they are supposed to do as normal. So if the cells are of your mouth and they are supposed to process saliva, they will do it very well. That is what we call differentiation of a cell. Differentiation means the ability of a cell to do what it's supposed to do and not to do the other thing. My friend died with a tumor that was spreading. Yes, that one is called malignant. And today we are giving the differences between benign tumors and malignant tumors. So this is the effects that we are talking about. And you see, malignant tumors, cells are poor differentiated or undifferentiated, appear abnormal. These are malignant tumors that spread now. When tumors spread, they appear abnormal. Now you can always, if you look at them at the microscope, you will always say this is not the normal cell that I know. Their nucleus, nucleus is in the cell inside, and it is the one which carries the DNA. It appears large, very large, irregular, high nuclei to cytoplasm ratio. The nucleus to cytoplasm ratio, if you look, I wish I had a microscope here, you see, the cells are big, and their nucleus, that's the inside the cell that has the DNA, it is very big. This is called anaplasia. Anaplasia is the cells becoming bigger. You see, so if you have a question, don't fail to ask this question. Just come on, ask these questions, so that we'll be clear on how we are doing our things, So we have something called cells are poorly differentiated. Differentiation, when it comes to tumors of that are malignant, they don't do their job as they are supposed to be doing. The cell has mutated and it's doing some job that it's not supposed to be doing. So if it is a cell of the skin, you will not see a skin there. You will see something else like a growth or a wound, because that cell is not now giving us skin, it is giving us something else, undifferentiated. It is called undifferentiated, giving us, you are doing the job of something that you are not supposed to be doing. You see, we have genetic stability, the third point that we are looking at, genetic stability. Anyone with a question up to there about benign tumors and malignant tumors? Yes, benign tumors and malignant tumors. Anyone with a question? If you have a question, yes, is there? Oh, thank you, sir. If anyone with a question, you post it, we discuss it. Now, we go to genetic stability. The stability genetically, how is it displayed genetically? Benign tumors, minimal genetic mutation. DNA is relatively stable, minimal genetic mutation, and the DNA is relatively stable. You see, and we have the malignant tumors. When it comes to stability, it is mutated significantly. If what causes tumors? Let me talk about what causes tumors. Our brother Smiler in the city has asked, and it's good to answer the question when you are you are asked it so that people can understand well. Tumors is a simple way to say cancer. And when we say about tumor, it starts from the DNA. When we started talking about cancer, we said it starts from your cell. And let me check this paper if they are still here. Let me check. Oh, we are still having it. So, in your DNA, when you, I want to repeat that question. It's very important. It's a very important question. And I'll use the same papers that I used last time. Smiler in the city has asked what causes tumors. This is, let's see, you remember this? Now this is your cell, and inside here is the nucleus. The nucleus holds something called gene, the genotype. The genotypes are like this. Inside the cell. This is the cell, and this is your nucleus inside that has the gene inside. The red things there, the red things here are the genes, and this is the cell. So inside the cell we have these XXX things that are called the genotype, the gene, and one strand holds the genotyping, the DNA itself, and it is made of proteins. Now, the proteins are called guanine, alanine, thionine, and they bind together on the opposite direction. Like see, guanine, here we see thionine binds to adenine, cytosine binds to the other one here. See, now that is what is called your genotype, your genetic makeup. That is what makes you to have many beards like me and someone else not to have many beards inside. So this genotype is one of this strand here that you are seeing, and they are inside the cell in the nucleus. So what causes tumors is mutation, and mutation comes why? What causes in this way? If you remove this cytosine here and bring thionine, the genetic makeup has changed. So if it's the cell of the skin, it will not come out like the skin. You see, if you remove this cytosine here and bring thionine here, it will change its characteristics, because now your DNA is guanine, thionine, adenine, cytosine, and then you are giving your DNA cytosine, adenine, thionine, cytosine. That is something else. So what makes this to change is mutation. And mutation is you take guanine, it is displaced, you bring here cytosine. You take guanine, you bring here cytosine. So when you remove guanine and take here cytosine, that is a mutation, because it is not the sequence that we need. And what can bring this mutation? What can bring this mutation? What can bring this mutation is one, genetic issues. There are some genes you have that when you remove the thionine, it replaces and brings the thionine. It is called, like in the breast cancer we saw, breast cancer gene 1, which repairs. It repairs the genotype. When cytosine is removed, it repairs. And then we have breast cancer gene 2, which differentiates. It makes the breast cells to do what they are supposed to be doing. So in the families, genetic makeup, you can be born with a problem with like breast cancer gene 1, which repairs. You guys, you're just born with low functioning gene 1 or gene 2 of breast cancer. That is, now when we talk about genetics, you are born with those cells that repair, those genes that repair the DNA that are low. So you are susceptible to genes that can be destroyed and they continue mutating. That is one. Two, That is, I'm answering Smiler in the city. 2, you have a problem with drinking alcohol and smoking. Big up doctor and everyone in the house. And smoking. So when you are smoking, you mutate these genes inside your cells. That is 2. So the most common that we have is gene mutation due to mutations of genetic issues. That is family issues, being born with some factors that are low. So everyone, I can see you're getting in the house. If you're coming, we are discussing today benign and malignant tumors. Smiler in the city, I think I've answered your question correctly. I've really answered your question correctly, and you are the best. You follow everything, and your question is answered. So I've big up Dr. Benjamin, everyone in the house. Yes, I've tried to explain about genetic makeup and issues that can make you have a tumor. A tumor is just a cancer. A cancer that it's a cell mutated, and there are factors that makes that cell mutated. One is genetics, the ones that I've said, people being born with cancer gene 1 low that helps to repair the genes, and lifestyle, what you eat, what you drink, this is Boss 1 KE. Boss 1, welcome, miss you. Hope you are doing good, Boss 1 KE. Now, tumors don't just appear randomly, they have something that makes them to appear and control them. So that is what causes tumors in a simple language. Let's continue. DNA damaging, I may say DNA damages, carcinogens like chemicals, genetic mutations like what I've explained, hormonal influence, inherited genetic factors, you get immune system failure, chronic inflammation, lifestyle, all those can cause a tumor to come up. A tumor is a cancer. So now we talked about who is there? Smiler in the city, is your question answered correctly? Hope it is answered as needed, your question. So we continue with a question here. We continue with the differences between benign tumors and malignant tumors. So when I'm saying a tumor, don't confuse. You just know we are talking about cancer. We call them tumors because now they have mutated and they are doing the work. They are not doing the work that they are doing as per needed. So genetic stability, benign, minimal genetic mutation in benign. They don't mutate faster than malignants. DNA is relatively stable. The DNA of benign tumors, as per I've seen, when this one is displaced, it replaces the same, or it is repaired. Like for breast cancer, gene 1 repairs it and it becomes stable. You get? And then malignancy. How does it spread? Malignancy, when it comes to genetic stability, they are so poor. Genetic stability of malignant tumors or cancers is very poor. Significant genetic mutations. They are prone to mutations. Their genes are always displaced easily. Why? Because they are malignant. They want to recruit more malignancy and make the process continue. So when it comes to malignancy of the tumor, sorry. So when it comes to malignancy of a tumor, it spreads faster. Janet Hayes, hello Janet. Today I see you here. Welcome. Today we are talking about cancers that spread and cancers that do not spread. Cancers that spread are called malignant tumors, and cancers that spread let me repeat that again. Cancers that do not spread are called benign tumors, and cancers that spread are called malignant tumors. Malignant tumors. So Janet, feel free to ask any question and feel free to ask whatever you want. Welcome to the house. I can see you are here, and it's good you are here. Don't forget you are double tapping. you are like yeah. Let's continue now. Stability of a DNA. The stability of a DNA. We say benign tumor stability have minimal mutations. DNA is relatively stable in benign, but when it comes to malignant tumors spread because they are not stable. They get mutations mutations, and they spread randomly. You see, genomic instability, frequent DNA errors. The ones that we have talked about, they have frequent DNA errors. The errors come on frequently, and and then activation of oncogene, loss of tumor suppressor gene. They activate at something called oncogene, and that oncogene suppresses tumor suppressors like P53 that kills cancer cells. So those tumor suppressors are called suppressors of cancer, the genes in your body that stop cancer to go on. They do what? They have the ability to stop them. And this is why we call oncogenes. Oncogenes are bad. They make your malignant tumors to do what they want by suppressing tumor suppressors like BRCA1, breast cancer gene 1, and P53. It's called phytochrome 53. Tumor phytochrome 53, TP53. So we go on and we say inversion and spread in tumor, in breast cancer, how in benign breast cancer, how they get into the body and spread. Benign tumors, if it is here, it will not invade the other surrounding cell. It will just be there, so you can remove it. You get usually closed in a capsule. They have a hard capsule that makes them not to spread, and they stay where they are. Those are benign tumors. But there is another one which is called malignant tumor. Malignant. Hey, that one does not have a capsule. It is open. Invade nearby tissues by breaking basement membrane. Can spread via blood and lymphatic system. This process is called metastasis. That's why when we are talking about breast cancer, you saw if it is here and it has gone to the lymph node, we said that is a bad thing, because the lymph nodes are the part of lymphatic system. And if the lymph nodes are the part of lymphatic system, what happens? If the lymph node is part of the lymphatic system, it can spread so fast in your body. So you have several lymph nodes, like which ones? Tonsil nodes, axillary nodes, auricular nodes, inguinal nodes. You see, you have several lymphatic system. So when you have problems at the chest or at the throat, the tonsil nodes are the ones which are affected, and they help you clear the dead cells. You get? So that is how the differences between malignancy and the benign one that do not move. Malignant tumors, they can spread even through blood. When they get to your bloodline, they can spread everywhere. When they get to the lymphatic system, and I said lymphatic system is just another system like the arterial system. You get? It is just the other system like the arterial system, where the arteries, what do? The arteries spread blood. They move blood everywhere in the body. And then the veins, what do? The veins, they move deoxygenated blood through the body. And the lymphatic system, the lymph, what do? Excess fluids from the extra, then let me say the muscles and other compartments, and they return the fluids back to the venous system, the veins. so that you cannot swell all over. And you imagine if a cancer cell gets there and it is metastatic, you will have problems. It is spread all over your body. You see? So my guys, my people, who has a question? Just asking politely. Who has a question? Up to there, everyone is correct. Now everyone is feeling nice. If you are new to the platform, you remember, here we discuss about medical issues, and you following is very important. You following is very important. It will make you to sort some issues up one day. So subscribe and like increases impressions. So there is something that is called apoptosis. I've been talking about so much about apoptosis. This is programmed cell death. Apoptosis is called programmed cell death. And how do apoptosis come? Because I said your cells have a natural way how they can live. They have a period of living. If they live beyond that period, what will happen? You will have problems. Because the cells that live beyond their time, they are prone to mutations. And when they are prone to mutations, what will happen? If you are prone to mutations, what happens is you get cancers so fast. So what is apoptosis? Apoptosis is controlled natural process where cells are programmed to die. When remember, they cannot just die. The cells cannot come out mature today and then they die tomorrow. There must be something that makes this cell to die when they are damaged. One, when they are no longer needed, they have served their purpose. They are potentially dangerous, and that is the work of the genes like P53 and BRCA1 and BRCA2, breast cancer gene 1, and the other gene that is called TP53, tumor protein 53 gene, which kills the cells that have lived long and they are not needed and they are damaged. Oh, you see, this one is essential for ability for these cells to maintain normal tissue size, removing abnormal cells and preventing tumor formation, preventing cancer formation. You get? So benign tumors normally apoptosis mechanism is intact. In benign, those that do not spread, the apoptosis mechanism is intact. Benign tumor cells still obey normal death signals. DNA damage triggers repair. If repair fails, cells undergoes natural apoptosis. If it is trying to be repaired, it goes on and dies. Those are benign tumors, normal benign tumors, normal cancers that do not spread. No accumulation of several bad cells. You get? Role of tumor suppressor gene P53, it is called TP53 or P protein 53 tumor suppressor gene. It is to detect DNA damage. It goes around detecting damaged DNAs that have sequences, that is the sequence of DNAs that are damaged, and it repairs them. Stops the cell cycle. The cell cycle initiates apoptosis. You see, in benign tumors, P53 is usually functional. Cells with errors are eliminated. That is its work. They are eliminated and it works correctly. Outcome in benign tumors, damaged cells are removed. Onik is here. Onik is in the house. Welcome, Onik. I can see you there. I was previously talking on my sister's platform, and I can see you are here doing your thing. So well, thanks and welcome. Now, outcome in benign tumors. How Live love. Hello everyone. Let's live and laugh and like. Today we are talking about malignant tumors, the differences between malignant tumors and benign tumors. Malignant tumors are those that spread. Benign tumors are those that do not spread. So we have gone so long, and I'm asking who has any question. Who has any question, my friends? If you have any question, please hit the like button and ask that question. Hit the like button and ask that question. Who has a question, my friend? Who has a question? Hello, Dr. Ben and everyone. CJ Rehab, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm seeing people are getting in class. People are getting. Agnes Thomas, greeting Dr. Ben and family in the chat. Agnes, you're here. So, if today's topic is about how the difference between tumors that spread and tumors that do not spread. Tumors that spread and tumors that do not spread. So, outcome in benign tumors: damaged cells are removed and growth remains limited. And the genes in your body that repair dead cells and clear the bad cells is still working. And I've said one of the gene is a gene called TP53, tumor protein 53, that helps to detect this cell is bad. Let me repair it. Oh, it's not being repaired. Let me remove it from the body because it can cause harm to this person. You get? So you continue knowing that your body has genes that repairs your DNA. Your body has genes that repairs DNA and kills the bad cells not to become cancer. So those genes are like TP53, tumor protein 53, which repairs dead DNA, and BRCA1 and BRCA2. BRCA1 is called breast cancer gene 1, and BRCA2 is called breast cancer gene 2. So these are the soldiers of your body that makes you not to have cancer. But the problem comes in. When you have cancer. When you have cancer, it means this one of these genes could have been destroyed. One of these genes could have been destroyed, and Dorothy K, I've seen you. Welcome. Thanks so much. Today we are talking about the difference between spreading cancers and cancers that spread. Yes. The cancers that do not spread and the other ones that spread. You get? So there are some things that are obvious, and there are some things that you if you don't have, you don't have. There are some things that when you have you have them. There are some things that when you have them, you are born with them. You cannot correct. What you can do is only to wait and do things that cannot make you be having those problems. You get? So let's continue and say that Dorothy, hope you are good today. Yes, Dorothy, hope you are good today. Let's continue and say outcome in benign tumors. Damaged cells are removed, growth remains limited and controllably growth. Tumors stay stable and localized. Tumors remain stable and localized. Gabriel Mwau, thank you so much for your shout out, and Dorothy K and Onik. As we continue, Onik, if everyone, Onik is doing good job at his channel. You can check Onik out at your capacity. When you feel, you can check out Onik at his channel. So today's topic is benign tumors and malignant tumors. Tumors that don't spread and tumors that spread. So likely we go to malignant tumors, and malignant tumors are those that are spreading. Malignant tumors are those that they have the ability I can see Agnes Thomas. Agnes Thomas, big up. Agnes Thomas, big up so much for checking in the house. And if you have a question, Agnes Thomas, don't fail to ask Agnes Thomas. This one is an interactive session, and I usually say your question can help someone so much when it comes to growth. You can ask a question that someone has not got an answer for so long, and that person can get an answer here today. So don't fail to ask questions. It's very important to ask questions, and interactions too is very important. So let's go to malignant tumors when it comes to avoiding cell death, when it comes to avoiding the cell interactions. Let's go to malignant tumors. How are they? Tumor cells, cancers that spread, how are they? How do they live? How are they? You get mutations of P53 in cancers that spread to the body. In cancers that spread to the body, mutations of P53 is often mutated or inactive. So if you have a cancer or someone has a cancer that is spreading, you will always know the P53, the gene that kills cancer cells and removes them from your body, is not working. That gene is not working, or it has mutated. Instead of killing mutated cells and instead of removing mutated cells, what it's doing, it is embracing them and doing something else. DNA damage is ignored. You still have the DNAs that are damaged, and BRCA1 and BRCA2 and TP53, they are not repairing it. You get? They are not repairing it. Cells continue dividing instead of dying. Cells should live between 100 to 120 days. They continue to divide instead of them dying. You get? Instead of them dying, they continue to mutate. Overexpression of anti-apoptotic proteins. You see, it gives on the oncogenes. BCL2 protein prevents apoptosis. There are some proteins that are like BCL2 proteins that prevent cell death, keep cells alive long that they should be. They make cancer cells to refuse to die. They live for so long. They live for so long. You get? So failure of caspase activation. Failure of caspase activation. How does failure of caspase activation? Apoptotic enzymes are not activated properly. Apoptotic enzymes are not activated properly. You get? So it is very important to note that those TP53 and TP53 and BRCA1, the activation is not proper. You get? Dorothy, come. The activation is less. It does not go as given. So that is, we are talking about cell death. We are talking about cell death. Umetoa line? Bado inaenda. Mwekea minofil in your coffee reducer. 250. Yes. So you get that. Keep cells alive longer than they should live. Failure of caspase activation. Apoptotic enzymes are not activated properly. Enzymes like BRCA1 and BRCA2, they are not activated properly. So you get the cell lives beyond its time. Like 120, it can live up to 240. And you see a cell that have lived to 240 days, it has a problem of mutation. That is what we call failure of caspase activation. Cell death pathway is blocked. The normal cell death pathway is blocked. Then we have survival of abnormal cells. Yeah. A minute, guys. Yes, Margaret, I can see you. You have checked in. I can see you. You have checked in. I can see you. You have checked in, and it's important that for checking in the house. We continue with the topic. Sorry, there was a mishap somewhere. Now, survival of abnormal cells. Cells that should die have a DNA mutation. They grow uncontrollably. Okay, give me some time. I see if I can have something to explain. I have 2 points to continue. Don't move where you are. I come with something I want to show you. Just a minute. Yes. Jamaican Uncle Michael, that is Margaret in Norway, and everyone. Thank you for tuning in and waiting for whatever that we are doing. We are saying we were on a point of cell death, and we've seen there are some enzymes that they control cell death, like TP53 and BRCA1 and BRCA2, breast cancer gene 1 and breast cancer gene 2. So as we continue, we were talking about several issues, and those several issues are the ones that make your cell not to grow. When it comes to malignancy is spread. So we are talking about the key difference of avoiding death, a cell avoiding death and a cell avoiding how it lives. So if you have a question on that, please make sure you ask. Don't just have a question and you maybe you are not understanding something and you are not asking. Please ask. Survival of abnormal cells that should die have DNA mutations, grow uncontrollably, accumulate over time, and they form something that is like a mass. And when they form something that it's like a mass, that's when we call it a tumor. Because when many people say tumors, they think of a swelling. A tumor, those are cells that are accumulated. It says overexpression of anti-apoptotic protein means they give those proteins that evade death. They give those proteins that avoid cell death. You get proteins that avoid to die after 20 days or 100 days. I can see Ronnie Hassan is here. Ronnie, ask me something. Magi wa mafom. Hey, you guys make me feel better sometimes. Ronnie has come with an expression called Magi wa mafom. Magi is my sister, so she's calling Magi that Magi of deals. Mandi of deals. Okay. Welcome, Ronnie, as we continue. And then we have something called angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is angiogenesis is a way to say, when the tumor cells are growing, when the tumors are growing, there is something that we call angiogenesis. They form another blood vessels like the veins and the arteries that supply blood to the tumor itself. They form some arteries and veins that are supplying it with food. You get? So that is what is called angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is the process which new blood vessels form existing ones. New blood vessels from existing ones. They form from existing ones, new blood vessels. It's crucial in tumor because the tumor cells, the cancer cells, they multiply faster and they need oxygen, nutrients, and waste removal. So if they need oxygen, nutrients, and waste removals, without blood supply, a tumor cannot grow beyond a small size. You see? So this can be another good way. If you want a tumor to die, you just limit blood supply to it, and then it will die. But even if you limit, it has a way of creating other blood vessels like veins and arteries. So benign tumors minimal need new blood vessels, grow slowly, low demand of oxygen, often rely on existing nearby blood vessels. They rely on the blood vessels that you have. These are benign tumors. It is called, we are talking about angiogenesis. The tumor now producing other blood vessels from the ones you have to make it feed more. Yes, for benign tumors, those ones that do not spread, they grow slowly, low demand for oxygen, and also rely for existing blood supply that you have for the benign tumors. You get? For the benign tumors. But we have the other one, the malignant tumors, which we will see how they grow. They have controlled vessel formation. Angiogenesis occurs. It is slowly organized and regulated. Very slow, organized and regulated. They are not creating other blood vessels, other arteries. No. Slow, organized and regulated. Blood vessels look normal and very well structured. Very normal and very well structured. Growth limitation. Because blood supply is limited, tumor size remains small. Growth may eventually stop. You get it? This one is for those ones that are benign and do not grow. And we have the other one. We have the other one which is called malignant tumors. Excessive angiogenesis. They form blood vessels with no angiogenesis. Cells actively stimulate formation of blood vessels to sustain rapid. They form other arteries, they form other veins because they need to eat and multiply every time. Multiply so faster. They need to multiply so faster. So they have high demand of oxygen and nutrients. The rapid cell division, increase metabolic needs. Tumors demand more blood supply, so they create more blood vessels to supply it. Secretion of growth factors, the vascular endothelial growth. They bring those vascular endothelial growth. Cancer cells release the vascular endothelial growth at high rate, so that they can survive to have more oxygen. So when these cancer cells they get vascular endothelial growth hormone. They are malignant. They grow so fast and branch towards the tumor. They branch towards the tumor itself. Abnormal blood vessels. Newly formed vessels are disorganized, leaky, and fragile. Disorganized, leaky, and they are fragile. So check out, guys, if you are new, subscription button. Don't fail to hit the subscription button. Anyone who is new here, please don't fail to strike the subscription button. You get? Because you are learning. You are learning. And learning is the most important thing. It can save life. So subscribe, and like. Maggie, today you have a new name, Maggie Wamafom. Maggie Wamafom, he says Maggie wa deals, Maggie for deals. So that is it, my guys. Anyone with a question about angiogenesis? Abnormal blood vessels, because now this tumor is growing, it is malignant, and it's coming up with now other tumors. With other tumors. It shows that these tumors are forming blood vessels that are not working as they are needed. So if you are forming blood vessels that are not blood vessels that are needed, they will not work normally. They will be fragile, leaky, and disorganized. Fragile, leaky, and disorganized. And there is something called contigenous angiogenetic switch. You see, contigenous angiogenesis. Cancer cells activate angiogenic switch. Blood vessel formation become persistent. They start forming more. It is called continuous angiogenetic switch. It supports rapid tumor enlargement, inversion of the surrounding. And then, even if there is areas that are dying, areas of necrosis, if there is areas that are dying, despite many vessels, supply is inefficient. The supply is inefficient. Some tumors don't get enough oxygen. Some tumors don't get enough oxygen, undergo necrosis. Because the more, yes, thanks. Please leave a comment. I'll come back 24 brick by brick. Ronnie, give a brick and don't forget to go there with eggs. So that is what is called angiogenesis, angiogenetic switch. That's why when you look at a tumor, when you look at any tumor, when you look at any cancer wound, you will see more red and it is clean because it has formed more blood supply. So more blood supply goes there, and those blood supply, they are weak. And when they are weak, what can it do? It only bleeds because they are not differentiated well. What about metabolism? So as we are going to finish, my friends, I want to answer questions from you. I want to answer questions from you. I want to answer questions from you guys. Let me answer questions from you guys as we finish. As we finish, I want to answer questions from everyone. I thank you for your compliment, Ronnie. I thank you for Gabriel Moao, everyone who is in the house. If you are new, you know what to do. Subscribe and hit the like button as we continue to grow. And someone is telling me there is a $sign in your. Is anyone seeing a $sign in my account? Okay, that's a new beginning then. Okay, Nice one, nice one, nice one. It becomes become a partner somewhere. Anyone seeing that? Oh, someone has just sent me a message and has told me that. I've never seen it. I'm seeing it today. Now, we continue. Tumor metabolism. Tumor cell metabolism. Tumor cell metabolism. Warburg effect. Warburg effect. Warburg effect. Warburg effect. What is Warburg effect? What is Warburg effect? Aya. It was true. Maggie, my sis. So it was true. Wow. Hey, I'm surprised. Let me see. Let me see. Wow. You're making Benjamin the wise guy to smile harder. You're making Benjamin the wise guy to start knowing he's becoming a partner somewhere. Hey. This is a great shock. And Margaret, I see you knew before everyone else. Thank you so much, my sister from Norway. Thank you so much. I didn't know it will come this early. Wow. Thank you so much for that. That is a good 25 NOK. The 25 don't knock me down. It is called 25 don't knock me down, my sister. Now it is not feel good evening. Let me not go that way. Thank you so much. But at feel good evening, don't miss it today because it will be hot and great. Yes. Smiler in the city is giving. Hey guys, I didn't know I had a dollar sign. Someone has told me. That is Ronnie Hassan. Where my sister comes from, they transact with "don't knock me down," don't knock, which is good, and it makes me happy. Thank you so much for that, my sister. Thank you so much for what you've done. I appreciate so much, and I really appreciate for your effort. Carly's lifestyle, my sister. Where did you go, my sister, for so long? I'm seeing you today here. I miss you. And Carly's lifestyle, now we are learning. Hey, come on, guys. Now we are learning. But there is something in Carly's lifestyle we usually do that is called Feel Good Evening of Mental Health. Please, Carly's lifestyle, don't miss the Feel Good Evening because mental health stability there is at par. If anyone has ever gone to Feel Good Evening, yes, Smiler in the city, smiling all the way to the bank. Hey, this is a shock today. I received a message, but I didn't know it will come so fast as this. But I'm seeing something has happened. Something has happened, and we are somewhere. Yes, I just received a message, and I think God is good every time, and every time God is good. So let's finish tumor metabolism. How does cancer cells of tumor? I can see Ronnie Hassan has given me shoot your shot. That is called cash. Shoot your shot. But out of Norway, we get don't knock me down. And you see, from Smiler in the city, we get you are always on top in the euro. Always on top. So the dollar sign is called do it as you do, and do it as you fly. But out of Smiler in the city, we say we get you are always a honest person. So we continue. I've started going the way of nice it up in the evening. I've started going that way. No, let's learn. Let's learn. Time of nicing it up in the evening will come. Now, what is Warburg effect in tumor cell metabolism? What is Warburg effect? Warburg effect is water fast solve a lot of disease. Water fast, yes. Kali's lifestyle says water fast solves a lot of diseases. But today's topic, Kali's lifestyle, as we tell people to rehydrate, is a difference between malignant and benign tumors. After we've just finished topic on breast cancer, and it was a lively session. It was a session. Breast cancer went for 1 week. Just imagine. Breast cancer went for 1 week, 1 full week. Just imagine, my guys, 1 full week. And now we want to differentiate between benign tumors and malignant tumors. And then after we differentiate between benign and malignant tumors, what will we do? We start now. I thought we could do today prostate cancer because we had dealt with breast, which is because women have more estrogen, and we saw things like estrogen oncogene, estrogen gene that protects the estrogen from going so high, and we saw progesterone gene, and then we saw something that we call HER2, human epidermal growth factor 2. So here we finish first with this, and then we'll go to prostate cancer. Prostate cancer for men, we will see how the genes come out also. Now, Warburg effect. What is Warburg effect? Metabolism is what your cells do for you to get. Metabolism is what your cells do for you to get what? For you to get energy produced through something called ATP. My sister Effa Lipenga, welcome to the platform, and don't like to call that synonym as there is power in the tongue. Oh, I'm calling it cancer cells because now we are discussing cancer. It doesn't mean that anyone will get, no. I'm saying it as it is because I want to help people that are having some people going through it, and medics that are here to know how to deal it. So we have to call it as it is, cancer cells. Now, tumors, there is something called benign Warburg effect. What is Warburg effect? Metabolism refers to how cells produce energy through ATP in the cell and building material needed for growth. Building material needed for growth, angiogenesis brings more blood vessels, and then it gives oxygen, nutrition, and the blood that the cancer cell need. Tumor cells differ significantly. Here, tumor cells, they differ significantly. This is Ali Mig. Welcome to the platform. Hi, Doc, and everyone here on the live. Hi, Ali Mig. I can see you here. I needed Ali Mig's. I needed Ali Mig's channel. Let me get it. Ali Mig's has 679 subscribers. I wanted your channel link. Let me post it here. Ali Mig's, you check it out at Ali Mig's. I wanted her channel there. Let me check. There is something that I wanted to do with Ali Mig's channel. Ali Mig's, welcome to the channel. We are talking of the difference between malignant and benign tumors. Tumors that can spread and tumors that cannot spread. Benign tumors are those tumors that are there. They don't have the spreading capacity, and you've seen why they don't have the spreading capacity. But the malignant tumors are those tumors that they spread. Malignant are those tumors that they spread. So everyone, you can check out at Ali Mig. I was copying her her link is somewhere is supposed to be copied. So we continue about Warburg effect. Metabolism refers to the, what is metabolism? Metabolism is the way your cells produce energy through some things called ATP so that it can continue working as normal. The Warburg effects describe a metabolic reprogramming in the cancer cell. Okay. The reprogramming, Warburg effect is the reprogramming. Describes a metabolic reprogramming in which cancer cells preferentially produce energy through aerobic glycolysis. How your cells produce energy, it is called the Warburg effect. But now, benign tumors, they go normal metabolism. Use oxidation phosphorylation. There is a program in the mitochondria. You get? In the mitochondria is the one which produces energy in your cell. Normally, balanced energy production. It gives the normal energy that you need. You get? It gives the normal energy that you need. Normal glucose use. Normal glucose use. The normal glucose use is glucose is used efficiently in normal tumor death. No excessive uptake. No excessive uptake. Do not compete aggressively for nutrition. They do not compete aggressively for nutrition, and they grow slowly. They grow slowly. But you see, in malignant tumors, the Warburg effect, how the mitochondria produces energy in the cell, even is the glycolysis when oxygen is available. It is so fast. Used when oxygen is low, but cancer cells use it when oxygen is high. When oxygen is high is when they multiply so fast, and that's why they produce more more vessels to serve it with more energy. You get it? Why do cancer cells do this? Why? Even though glycolysis produces two energy levels, glycolysis, it is less efficient. It has advantages. Faster energy production, supports quick cell division, and it also provides building block for the cell, the cancer cell. So malignant cells, they produce more energy than the benign cells, the cells that are benign, and they increase glucose uptake in your body. Take large amount of glucose. That's why they tell you to eat a lot. Lactic acid production, it is high. And lactic acid is what makes someone tired. So when you have when you are running and you feel tired, your muscles are undergoing something called lactic acidosis. Lactic acid that is high in the muscles, and they make you feel tired. But when the cancer cells are doing their work, now the cancer cells, they do a lot of work, and this Warburg effect sometimes needs more oxygen, and you get more lactic acidosis. So when you get lactic acidosis, what happens is you are always tired because your body is always working out. You get? Your body is always working out. So there is something called mitochondrial function is organ. In your cell, what produces energy is mitochondria. So here, it does not work normally, not completely inactive, but it is active partially because now the cancer cells, they are working themselves out in a different way. They have done the angiogenesis by themselves, and they are getting energy differently from how normally they should be dealing with. You get? So mitochondrial function is altered because it is not functioning normal in these cells that metastasize faster. Not the benign, the malignant one, they spread fast. Nadine Brown. Nadine Brown says, good morning. Nadine, welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform. Hit that like button, Nadine. Hit like that button. And always, say something, ask a question, and we go on and on. Now, anyone with any question, before I give the summary, before I give any summary, faster, anyone with any question who has a question? Anyone who has a question? Anyone with a question? Any random one? Don't forget to subscribe, beautiful Alimix channel. Yes. Anyone with any question? Who has any question before I summarize? People are learning slow by slow. Onik, Nadine Brown, Alimig, Jamaican uncle still in the house. Jamaican uncle still in the house here. And very nice. I call him the Emperor Smiler in the city. Smiler in the city. I'm waiting for your questions before I'm here exercising, walking on my treadmill, watching you. Nadine Brown is doing some exercise. Nadine Brown is exercising. Wagwan. Do it. Big up and do it so that you can be healthy. Do it so that you can be healthy. And then we have other people in the house. We have other people in the house like my sister Margaret in Norway. Very soon you are hitting 1,000 and I will be so happy when you hit that. Smiler in the city still here. Smiler in the city. Onik, Ronnie, Gabriel, you can see all that are in. Big up Smiler. We are learning, but sometimes it's go over my head. No, if it goes over your head, just ask. I can repeat more than 10 times. Smiler in the city. Or if there is something that you really need, you go sleeping and think that I really need to think about it. Just call me, Smiler in the city. Call me. Don't hesitate to call the doctor, the pilot himself, and I'll explain. Yes, Onik, the Smiler, that one, please ask anything that you think you are not getting. Now, I'm up to you. Can you hear you? Can you hear you real good? Can you hear you real good? No problem, doctor. That is my big boss, Smiler in the city. No problem, doctor. Who is not subscribing or liking? Who has not liked? As we continue, let's make the likes go and go on. Let's make the likes go and go on, up and up and up. Let's make the likes to go on and on. Who has not liked, my friend? Who has not liked, my friends? Hey guys, big up on yourself. Yeah. Very big up everyone who is here. Now, everything that we have talked, everything, I want to summarize it. In benign tumors, those that do not spread, main energy pathway is called oxidation, phosphorylation. In malignant, they use something they call glycolysis, Warburg effect. Oxygen use in benign tumors is normal. They use oxygen normally. That's like other cells of your body. But in malignant tumors is not dependent. They don't depend in oxygen use. They have their own way. Production of energy through ATP. So high in benign tumors, energy, but low but fast in malignant tumors. Benign tumors, glucose uptake is normal. Malignant tumors is high. Glucose uptake is very high, but in benign tumors it's normal. Lactate production. I've said when you are exercising and doing work, you produce lactic acidosis. So the production in benign tumors is low, but in malignant tumors is high. That's why people feel tired always when they have cancers. Lactate production. When you are running, your muscles undergo lactate acidosis and then you feel tired on the muscles. So this is what happens. Growth support limited in benign tumors, but malignant tumors is very fast. Very fast. So you guys, in benign tumors, in simple, use a fuel efficient energy, slow but effective. But cancer cells, the malignant tumors, use a high speed. They use a high speed fuel wasting energy, that is oxygen and nutrients that you get from your body. That is, yes, I can see Hyacinth Williams today. She has made that here. Hyacinth, welcome. We are talking about the difference between malignant cancer and benign cancer. Malignant tumor and hi there, our dear team. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the platform. So we have talked about that. I thought we will talk about prostate cancer. And I think by time I have around how many minutes are those? 17 minutes. You cannot, maybe I introduce prostate. What is prostate cancer? But before I continue, I want you to understand that today we have dealt with characteristics between cancers that spread in your body and those that don't spread. And the features that we have looked into is growth, cell death, formation of blood vessels, which is angiogenesis, metabolism, which means creation of other blood vessels. And then I've given a summary of everything. So we will not do prostate cancer today. We will do prostate cancer tomorrow, after we introduce another short topic, and then we'll do prostate cancer. So if you are a guy here, call a guy, call the other guy, tell them tomorrow we are going to learn about prostate, because prostate is for men. And if you are a lady, stay tuned, because you could help your person, your brother, your uncle on how to manage this thing. It is very important you be here tomorrow so that we learn how to do these things. So what is, let me just introduce what prostate cancer. And if you have a question as we continue to finish, please. Yes, I have 3 people died of prostate cancer. You see, Nadine tomorrow be here at 16:30 Kenyan time. Let me post it so that 16:30 Kenyan time, or East African time. We call it Kenyan time or East African time for learning. And prostate cancer is a malignant tumor of the prostate gland. And the men are the ones who have prostate gland. Men have prostate gland. So if we're talking about prostate cancer, we are talking, what time is US time? Oh, if it is 16:30, I think around 7. Let me check for you. If in Kenya is 16:30, in the US it will be 9:30, depending on where you are. Which side of US are you? It will be Let me post about regions. In the US, it will be between 9:30 and 6:30. Nadine at Nadine Brown, it will be 9:30. 9:30. That is it. It will be there. I've posted. We talk about prostate tomorrow. So anyone with a question, we talked a lot, and don't forget our other session, the other session of mental health, where we talk about issues, and we feel good with music, and we interact as we shout out and we talk. I will send you a live to someone in Jamaica tomorrow to listen and watch. Yes, just copy. What time in Texas? Texas, check between Denver, Chicago. I think it is the same time at Chicago. At Chicago, that is 8. And Alimig, you can just take the link you send the person. And I'll appreciate. It will be that is Nonin Brown. It will be 8:30 CD. 8:30. 16th. It will be in Texas. It is 8:30. So anyone who has any question for this day, we have this session of lessons, and then we have the session of we have the other session that we usually have of feel good evening morning. Dr. Benjamin, really morning. Welcome to the platform. As I know you've come late, but you always watch and check out what is happening, So we are in this session. It is so important, and it has been a surprise. I even don't know. Someone just come and told me you have a $sign. It's a good day. I think I've been doing some good work, and people have been watching. Because when you get on your platform a $sign, it means people have been watching and they are appreciating. So if someone has surprised me, that is my sister from Norway, smiling in the city, and my brother who is called who has said Ronnie Hassan, who has told us that Magi today we call him Magi of deals, Magi wa Mafom. Thank you so much for watching and continuous support. Very soon we will be doing Benjamin the Wise Guy big studio for presentations. Big studio. When you have a big studio and good cameras, presentation becomes good. So Magiwa Mafom Magiwa Mafom means Magi of deals here in Kenya. Mafom, yani that is a colloquial language. A language of the young ones. We talk like that. So thanks everyone for tuning in and making this day happen. I'm so honored, and I feel you guys. I cannot do it here, but to the other session. With the other session, I think today, don't miss at 9:30 Kenyan time. I have to celebrate this, and it is something that I found out on the chat. I was not expecting this. So this is at 9:30 Kenyan time. It will be 1 a.m. in the US. So thank you for this educational words. So if you are at the US, if you are in the US, it will be 1:30 a.m. We will be doing something called Feel Nice Evening. Feel Nice Evening is where you see the doctor on the other side. I have to celebrate this. I think hard work pays. If you are someone who is here and you're feeling like giving up on coming live, on talking, on presenting. Please don't give up. Just like Jamaican uncle told me, I'm not letting you to stop. Continue pushing on. Jamaican uncle, be blessed. We had not planned to do it today. It is always on when these are valuable information, free of course. God bless you, Dr. Ben. Thank you so much. More reggae tonight. Yeah. Very important. Yes. That is what I'll be doing. So at 1 tonight, it was nice chatting with you and Uncle yesterday. Yes. It was very overwhelming. I can see Sha Travels in the house. Big up my big sister in the house. So my big sister Sha Travels to in the evening we have another session celebrating at the time that we usually do mental health feel nice evening. We had not planned to do it today, but we have to do it because someone just surprised me and he told me, hey Doc, on this live, hey look, you have a $sign in your account. I didn't know even it's there. So the evening where we are discussing about the mental health, be ready to put on your Gideon boots. If you don't have, you ask. You go and sing, I need a Gideon boots and a khaki suit. Any question about malignant tumors and benign tumors, anyone? And you know, the mental health session, that is where we talk about us and we do it the way we do it. You get it? We do it the way we do it. So anyone with any question on malignant tumors and benign tumors? I can see people learned so well today. No more questions. So I'll be again live we had not planned it, but it's just drastically has come at 1 a.m. US time, 1 a.m. US time, but Kenyan time it will be at 9, doing as we do it, feel good evening. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I can see no question today. I can see no question today, and it's nice having everyone in the platform, unless if anyone can add anything before I log off. Before I can see Smiler saying, Sha Travels, I see you, as he laughs. And Jamaican uncle saying, blessings to you, live laugh. Continue with the same spirit. Blessings to you, Sha Travels. I can see Sha Travels in the house. I can see Nadine Brown in the house. Nadine, remember at 9 we still need you. So as you exercise this morning, prepare at 1 a.m. your time. You be there. Margaret in Norway, I know you will be doing a live, and we need to be there with you also. We need all of you there. We need to feel good the way I've been given a surprise today. Today I've been given a surprise. I will not tell you who has surprised me with that message. You'll know about it at the Feel Good Evening. You know how we do it at the Feel Good Evening? That is the time I'll give you the surprise. So blessings to everyone following, blessings to everyone that has been asking questions, and everyone that has been here. You are good and God chosen. I think we meet at 1 at Feel Good Evening, and come with your playlists, the playlist that you love, the songs that you love. It's mental health session, and there we do it the way we do it. Bye bye. See you guys. Yes, I like natural things. I like natural things. Bye bye, guys. See you at 9:30 Kenyan time, 1 a.m. That is 9 Kenyan time, and 1 a.m. So sorry here because you picked up some eggs. Yes, and it will be 1 a.m. US time, 9 Kenyan time, East African time, 1 a.m. Kenyan time. Bye bye. See you.